Indonesia has a population of over 250 million and is growing very fast. 58% of all Indonesians live on the island of Java. Indonesian is the main language, with some of the islands having their own local language. Due to the weather, Indonesians will often wear lightweight clothing to keep themselves cool. The national costume of Indonesia is the batik, a patterned material made with a stamp or tool called a canting, and a kebaya, a blouse dress worn by women made from sheer material like silk or cotton. Men will sometimes wear a piki, which is a formal headdress. A large percentage of the population work on farms together in villages. Another large percentage works in tourism jobs, including taxi drivers, sales, and hotel staff. Just like in any large country, there are many other types of jobs ranging from politicians and military officers to teachers and doctors. Okay, let's look at the Indonesian government. Indonesia is a republic, which means they elect their government representatives. They have a president who is the head of state and can serve up to 2 consecutive terms of 5 years. That means one lot of 5 years and then again another lot of 5 years. He chooses a council of ministers. The Majelis Permusyawaratan, I'm not even going to pretend like I can say that name, is the highest representation body at the national level and has 2 houses, DPR and DPD. They support and amend the constitution, which means they support it and then sometimes they change it, and formalise broad outlines of state policy. They make the laws with the approval of the president. Indonesia consists of 34 provinces, which is a bit like states, with each electing its own governor and legislator, meaning the person who makes the rules. Drugs are illegal in Indonesia, and punishment can be as severe as the death penalty. Some medication that is legal in Australia is illegal in Indonesia. It is expected that the people of Indonesia carry their identification with them at all times. Gambling is illegal, and they drive on the left-hand side of the road. Types of settlement. In the cities, people live in apartments and family homes, but there is currently a shortage of housing. The biggest cities are Jakarta and Surabaya. About half of Indonesia's population live in villages in houses called kampungs. They are made from bamboo and wood with a thatched roof of palm leaves or reeds. In these villages, farming is common. They have electricity and televisions. In fishing villages, houses are built on stilts. Road transportation is the main form of getting around. This includes taxis, cars, buses, and rickshaws, which have 3 wheels and can be powered by cycling or a motor. Trains are used to transport goods or for passengers travelling large distances. There are 4 main rail transport systems in Indonesia. Most of the main islands have a port for sea transportation. Sea vessels include boats, ferries, ships, and smaller wooden motorised vessels. Indonesia's climate. Indonesia has a mainly tropical climate as the equator runs through the middle of the country. The temperature averages on 28 degrees on the coastal plains, 26 degrees inland, and the mountain areas to 23 degrees in the higher mountains. Temperatures remain fairly consistent all year. Humidity is quite high and ranges between 70 and 90%. Indonesia has 2 main seasons, dry in June to September and rainy in December to March. Indonesia is one of the rainiest places on Earth, with one coast getting over 400 centimetres of rain a year. It rains even in the dry seasons, with afternoon showers being quite common. Typhoons, which are like cyclones, hit between September and December and cause rainstorm and heavy winds. Lightweight clothing is worn throughout most of the year. Indonesia has 13,466 islands, with only 6,000 of them being inhabited by people. Many of the islands feature pristine beaches. Mahakam and Barito are the two largest rivers in Indonesia, and like other rivers, are key transport routes between settlements. Indonesia has the most amount of volcanoes in the world, 150, including Mount Semeru and Mount Bromo. It has frequent earthquakes due to being located on the edge of tectonic plates. There are many ancient temples in Indonesia, many carved into rock or featuring large gardens. The Tanjung Puting National Park is on the island of Borneo and has gibbons, macaques, leopards, sun bears, pythons, crocodiles, and orangutans. The Komodo National Park features the native Komodo dragon.